Am I the a-hole stories?
Am I the a-hole for giving my dad his money back in front of his other kids and telling him he was no longer welcome at my graduation? My graduation ceremony is being held next week. My dad had given me some money in advance to pay for the party. I live mostly with my mom, but they were supposed to be hosting the event together. Dad and I have a rocky relationship. After my parents divorced when I was 4, they split custody of me, and he was able to stay a good dad. When I was 10, he met Jane. Jane had 3 kids, twins and a single kid. They got married when I was 12, but I would say even before that I felt like he prioritized her kids over me a lot. He would cancel plans with me if they wanted to do something and would either do the thing with them or force me to go and say it was even better than our plans, when for me it wasn't. Think going for a hike with me versus taking them to an indoor play area. Or seeing a movie with me versus the kiddie park. One more example is when I was given a ticket for a concert my dad and I both love. He was supposed to buy a ticket to come with me for some father-son time, but actually spent it on his youngest stepkid who wanted their room painted. He told me at the last minute and it hurt. There are other times stuff like this happened. He didn't show up at the hospital when I broke my arm because one stepkid was getting their tonsils out and wanted both him and his wife there. He told my mom over the phone to tell me he was proud of me for being brave and understanding, even though I never said that stuff. When I would bring this stuff up to him, he'd tell me it was natural to feel jealous of sharing his attention. That was all he would say. In 2019, he told my mom he would split the cost of a trip I wanted to go on with one of my clubs because she didn't have the money all by herself. Mom had her half saved. We told my dad he needed to pay. He said bills were tight and it was the twins' birthdays and the money needed to go on something for them. He told me we could do something as a family when the trip happened instead. I told him to forget it. That he was making it clear who was more important, and I was going to stay with my mom where I actually mattered. Mom borrowed money to cover the other half of the trip. Dad told me he regretted making me feel less important, and we were working on things, and then the graduation money was given about a month ago. Then a week ago he called and told me how one of the stepkids was being bullied, how bad of a time they're having it, and with that money they could help cheer them up for their birthday. I was pissed. I hung up. Then 2 days later I showed up at his doorstep, gave him the money, and told him I didn't want to see him or his new family at my graduation and that he had chosen who was more important, so he better stay out of my life. His stepkids and 2 younger bio kids were there. I didn't stick around. He called and told me we needed to talk it out like adults and that I had hurt the kids' feelings. His wife freaked out on me, so I blocked her. Am I the a-hole?
Now time for the top comments and replies from the original poster.
Not the a-hole, but I hope you go no comment with him now. He's either gonna apologize with half or nothing and say how sorry he is, and then do what he's always done. Or he's gonna try and guilt you into apologizing for something that was never your fault in the first place. You don't need such a crappy father in your life, to be honest. He's made his bed. Let him lie in it. You are a strong person. And with this weight off your back, you'll soar even higher. Best of luck, original poster. And have a fun graduation. It sure will be better without your shame of a father in it. He's only going to talk about his stepkids there anyways.
That's my plan. I essentially see this as me cutting him off and never having anything to do with him again.
As a mom with kids from 2 marriages, I will say absolutely not the a-hole. Your dad consistently and constantly chose everyone else above you. This is not okay. Making and breaking promises is disgusting. Saying one thing and then backing out is gross. And asking for the money back? No. Just freaking no. He is not a father. He is a spineless sperm donor who deserves nothing from you. You needed a father and he was absolutely not it. And I'm sorry.
not the a-hole. Your feelings are valid. I get having to be mature. Because your step-siblings are younger doesn't mean you have to deal with your dad being wishy-washy and always catering to his wife's children. He doesn't understand your feelings or perspective. Asking for money back to me is ridiculous. I'm not sure how his finances are, but it doesn't seem like he's doing great to always sideline things with you for his kids. Now obviously this is your perspective. Are you just naming off the bad times, and bad times only? Or are there any good in between where your dad does stuff for you, and you all go out? I think regardless this is how you feel, jealously or not, it's frustrating having anyone go back on their word. You've set a boundary, whether he likes it or not. He's disrespected both you and your mom. Your mom shouldn't have to borrow money to pay for his half of something that he pledged to do. All for his new family.
He has done some stuff, but not enough. Considering he lives with them all the time and has never taken from them to give to me, I consider that a big enough sign that they will come first always, and I'm not willing to put up with that forever.
That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and comment down below for plenty of more videos to come. Thank you and have a great day.